What up? I'm back for more. Today's video is gonna have a surrounding goal of being extremely concise. So, fingers crossed we can actually stick to that. But as you can tell from the title, what I want to talk about, and I'm looking at a shit ton of stuff spread out in little categories, is Project Pan, or finishing something up, using something to its base, bottom of its container. When we get into a very buy mindset, sometimes we can really forget about things that we initially fell in love with, or even the reasons why we bought them to begin with, and it sits there, it collects dust, or you use it 60% of the way, and then that's it. So what I'm going to do is I have a bucket. I don't want to pick this one up because I did it anyway. I have it sorted out with some things that I felt impulsively enough to buy. So now, 2018, we're going to use all of it. Because honestly, like, here's the best example. And I'm going to start off by saying I've been extremely inspired by a lot of my Instagram friends that I've made over 2017. And them doing makeup inventories, depotting things, and collectively sorting things into separate areas and using it. Really kind of collectively sticking to a project pan, whether it be a liquid or whatever it may be. Empty the motherfucker is what we'll call it. No, we're not going to say that. It's so inspiring to watch them do that. So for me, this is the one thing in my entire collection. This is a bronzer by Laura Mercier. This is a deluxe sample, and it is a baked bronzer. Not only were we not starting at flat and dipping into the pan, but we were actually elevated to begin with. I love this bronzer, and I've already convinced myself that I want a full size. Here's the thing. A full size is $50. If I can't finish this, why do I need to buy the full size? And that's where a lot of my thinking on this is really kind of started and compounded from there. So a very special shout out to a beauty guru made me do it, Paula. She is a big inspiration for me doing this. So let's get started. I have skincare, I have mask, I have primers, and I have makeup. I have some basic things in makeup, but I don't have something that's very, very specific like eyeshadow palettes, because let's be real, I like to touch all of my eyeshadow palettes. I don't have any genuine intention in burning through one and potentially not being able to replace it. So I change it up all the damn time. But what I do have on my eyes today is very basic, and it is included today. So we're going to talk about that too. Dead space in the air. I'm going to start with skincare and then move through makeup. That sounds more logical to me. So I've been going back and forth playing with recording on my laptop as well as my phone. I have a Samsung S7, and I've already learned with my husband's phone, he has an S8. I am sorry. There's neediness right beneath my chair. The camera quality is so insanely better. And then I have a Sony camera that I'll play with this weekend. It's Saturday. I'll play with next week. But anyway, every video you see, the lighting and the quality will be a little bit different because I'm really trying to figure out what works best. I'm looking in this corner when my camera's over here. Hold on a second. Alright, problem solved. I just flipped my camera around my phone so that way I can talk to the same part that I want to be talking to, and then the camera lens is actually over there. I'm going to start with mask. I have 3 masks right here. I have a lot of other masks, and I don't know. Here's my little banner for all of this. I have a lot of stuff that I love to use, and I use every day, or if not every day, it's what I'm going to always use. For example, like these guys. I use these CC creams almost every day instead of foundation. But the point of all of this stuff is things that I've actually gotten a hold of. Love it, I have to buy it, and what am I doing with it? So these need to be incorporated into what I'm actually doing. First up is the Boscia Charcoal Pore Pudding, which I've used some of it. It's the swirly container. Super duper smells like charcoal. This is a wash-off mask that I need to use. This is by Fresh Beauty, the Rose Face Mask. I've actually gone through one of these little things before, and I'm excited to have another one. I just need to fucking use it. And then I just got this not too long ago, but I've been sitting on it long enough to where I need to use it. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I've used it twice. This is so super duper thick. I already think my camera's in the wrong spot. Everything's going to be blurry, fuck it all. But this is going to last a really long time. It's not even the full size. So that's my mask that I want to use. This is a face wash and moisturizing glass duo by Youth to the People. I've used this maybe twice. This is amazing with the Clarisonic. I don't know why I'm not using it. And then the moisturizer is like a water-based, super awesome, whipped, melts right into the damn skin, that I'm not using. And I want to get these over with like by the end of January. Something else, Black Friday last year, this is Lancer. This is step 3, the Nourish, or the method Nourish. Black Friday last year, Sephora did these. I want to say they were $12 a piece. This is half empty. You can't tell because it's white. This is amazing, but I bought 4 of those, and I gave my grandma one, I gave my mom one, and then I kicked myself for only buying 4. That's something I need to use. So I really like it. I think the reason why I haven't been using it is because I don't want it to go away. It needs to go. This is something else by Boscia. I really like this brand. I have a lot of deluxe samples by them. I went through a phase where I found out that you could get deluxe samples from them, just paying the shipping, and kind of was like, gimme. This is the charcoal makeup melter. So this is a makeup removing balm. So I hope to use that because it's got a nice good oily feel to it. I need to get rid of it, actually. I need to use it all. All of it. I need to reach for the primers first. Let's finish this. This is Drunk Elephant. This is TLC, Framboos Glycolic Night Serum, and then a bunch of words in a different language. I've had this for a while. I don't mess with skincare. On the bottom, when you have how long you're supposed to use it for, I actually have, God, it's blurry, the date that this is supposed to expire. So it's 12 months. I bought this May 7th last year, so I have until May to finish it. I feel like I have maybe less than half. Sorry, I feel like I've used maybe more than half. So that I need to blow through. This I just bought recently. This is Kiehl's. It's Hydro-Plumping. I'm going to read it from here. No, I can't. Hydro-Plumping Re-texturizing Serum Concentrate. I really started liking the way this felt right off the bat. And then kind of went back into my hive of I don't like silicones in skincare. And this has silicone, maybe about 4 ingredients down. But I need to use this up because it's fucking expensive, and it has benefits, and I'm going to blow past that mindset and then kind of go silicone free from skincare after that. This is from GlamGlow. This, I have the fizzy mud and I have the wet mud. This is just a silver ball. This is the wet lip version. It is basically like a giant container of Carmex, and I was really thinking about this earlier. This has 0.85 ounces in it. This is almost a full ounce of product. This is almost like foundation. This will last forever. And I wanted to show you because you can't really tell how far down I'm touching my finger on it now. Let me center myself for future use. I've made a substantial dip in this, and there is no end in sight. So I need to continue to pedal on through this before I buy any more lip chap, whatever the fuck it may be. Here's another one. This is by Aerin. This is the Rose Lip Conditioner. I got a deluxe sample of this way back in the Dizzle from Sephora, and then you could not buy this at all. It was sold out for freaking ever. And then I remember when it came on, it's like a pinky color. I remember when this was available, man, I jumped on it like a motherfucker, and I love this stuff. This is crack. It has an intense rose smell to it. Kind of like this rose face mask. I am not obsessed with the rose smell, but I mean, too much of it is very off-putting, but a gentle amount of it is sublime, and this kind of is right in that area of sublimity. This has 10 milliliters in it, or 0.34 ounces compared to the 0.85. So this is literally less than half of what this is. And one was way more expensive than the other. So as far as primers go, I have these two are my best friends. This is the Kore's Greek Yogurt Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. This is face crack. If you have dry skin, if you don't have dry skin, this is going to keep you hydrated all throughout the day. There's no silicones in this product. It actually does what it says it's going to do, and you can use this as a daily moisturizer, to be honest with you. Ooh, another face mask rolled back here. This is also something I got in a sample pack from Laneige. It's a Waterclay mask. I've used it once so far. I like clay masks. They're pretty nice when you have like hormonal breakouts. Is usually when I see acne. I'm gonna finish that too. Back to my grind. This, I love this. I love basic MAC products. This is the pink. There's a yellow and there's a pink, and this is the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance. This is what I would say is exactly like the Fenty primer, whatever, the Pro Filter, whatever primer. This is just like the Huda primer. This is a pink lotiony looking thing, and if you try this at the MAC counter and you go try the Fenty one, it's the exact same thing. So I don't knock one over the other. I like MAC products because I know they work. I've been using them for, I don't know, how old am I? I've been using them for a solid 12 years probably. I'm not going to say 15 because I'm not that old. I could say 15, but this is something I haven't used yet. And again, another Laneige product. This is the Mini Pore Blur Perfector for all skin. When you read about it, it's a skin finisher. Skin finisher reduces oil production and refines enlarged pores. I like that. I don't know if I use this for skincare. It is a lotiony looking thing, but I think it's going to be more of just like an oil blocking, mattifying thing. I plan on using it as a priming base. It's not going to do anything that you're going to be able to see on camera. Let me tell you that. I'm going to use it as a priming base and see how it goes. But again, on my crusade to use shit, that's part of it. This is YSL or Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat Blur Primer. This is a deluxe sample. You can see I used a little bit of it. I really shied away from a lot of these silicone-y, super dimethicone primers because I was using an Artiste brush for a long time, and I really wasn't dabbing things on. I didn't like having to prepare a beauty blender in the morning, you know, and be doing that on the way to work. So I plan on using this a lot more. I have enlarged pores because I don't drink enough water, and that's my problem, not yours. I want to make sure that that's not me thinking that the product realistically is crap. I see so many people talk highly of it, and I love the way it looks. Oh, Skittles children, we have made it through all of the skincare, and now I'm going to start on the Facerama. I kind of want to go a little... No, I'm not. I'm going in order. I have some new foundations that I love that I'm playing with right now. These are two. I went through a mega stick foundation rager. These are two that I know I like as far as stick foundations go. I have one, the, is it in here? No, it's not. I'm resting my elbow on a drawer so I can actually see a shitload more products that I feel like I should have put in this collection, but we're not going there. I have some stick foundations that I'm not the most keen on that I'm still playing with, but these I really do like. This is the Teint Idole Ultra Wear Makeup Stick from Lancome. First of all, you can see that it's hiding in there. When you buy these brand new, they actually look like this, like it's not rolled flush. So you can see I really have not that far to go. This has a super staying power with a powder finish. It's amazing. I'm so impressed I just caught this too. This is Makeup Forever HD stick. Again, it's something that I love, but here's the thing. I have this much left of it. This shit lasts for fucking ever. For fucking ever. And I don't know how, because I've used it plenty of times, and, you know, my crusade of trying a bunch of different foundations, I've totally benched both of these, and I need to put them to better use because they're amazing. 3 concealers that I'm going to blow through because I have a shit ton of concealers and I have a concealer problem. I actually have a post on my Instagram you can find way far down that has arm swatch of about 30 concealers up my arm, and that's bad. This is Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer. You can see how holy it is. It's holier than thou, that's for sure. I need to finish it because I really want to rebuy it, and I'm not giving myself permission to rebuy it unless I actually finish other shit. I have two Tarte Shape Tapes. I have one that's substantially lighter than the other. This I use as an eye priming base, and that's about it because it's too light. We're not even going to pretend like that's even qualifying for highlighting shade because it's not. The other one I have is light neutral. This, I want to say, I've used a healthy amount of it, but not as, because I found the Becca and I fell in love with that. So I need to use this. I need to use this. Now that I know better setting powders that work with different concealers, this is going down. Thirdly, this I'm starting to see a little holiness on the sides when I kind of work it around. I need to finish this because I really like it. Again, I want to give myself permission to buy more concealers. And I'm telling you, like, I'm looking at my collection right now, and this is just what I have within hand's reach, and that's the sad truth. I have this I just got Black Friday, Bye Bye Under Eye. I have a Lancome concealer I really like. I have the other Tarte. I have a MAC stick, and let's just not even go there. It's going to get a really sad story really quick. Two eye products. This is by Milk Cosmetics. This is 1907. It's just a black kohl pencil. I have a lot of black kohl pencils that I haven't even opened yet, so I want to blast through this. I've already sharpened it a few times, so you can see compared to, wrong example, you can see compared to some other, have I sharpened this? Maybe I haven't. I've sharpened this once at least. Anyway, it's a really good staying cold pencil, but I need to stick to one. This is a Sephora brow product. I think this is the best brush on the planet. I don't use brow products that often, but I can tell you this one's probably halfway done. There's just something about the color of this. I don't even have it wound up to show you. Something about the color of this I just really like. It's very natural. This is Rich Chestnut. It's Sephora brand. I have 4 mascaras, and I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm phenomenally picky with mascaras, and all 4 of these I don't even wear on a regular basis, so I'm probably cringing. This is not cool. This is Deluxe Sample by MAC. It is the Upward Lash. The reason why I have this in here is these itty bitty silicone bristles. I love brushes like this, so I'm using this mother fluffer up. The Work It Out collection, I have another one of these that is like neon orange. And the names are Warm Up and Cool Down, so they coordinate. But this is like fuchsia purple. It's actually what I was playing with when I was picking all this stuff out. I need to use this. I have really, really pretty green eyes. That's right, I gave myself a compliment. I can make this work. This is another one, I don't want to say this is old, but I have not used it, so I'm giving myself a little bit of a pass here. This is a really, really dark purple. This is Zoom Lash by MAC. I picked that up on a Black Friday sale. It's $5, so we're going to use it. If we're going to spend the money on this, kids, we're using it. I got this in a gift bundle. This is Defensel's Lancome. This is the only, like, natural hair brush that I have out of all this. It's got this, like, slate undertone to it. We're using that up. This one I don't think I ever really had an issue with. I just have other stuff I like. These are lip products, so I have 2 pencils. This is Urban Decay The Naked, and you see it's little. I need to finish this up. I will color in my lips completely with this and just use gloss on it, because I like it. This is Kylie Cosmetics. This is Candy K. Now this is a brand new lip pencil. Even has like the little butt dot on it from when it was made. I figured this would be a good thing to pair with this. So this is Pat McGrath's Nude 01 lipstick, and if you have any Pat McGrath products, you know automatically that's exactly what this is, because the label rubs the fuck off so quickly. So super quickly. I mean, like, take a trip in your purse and you won't be able to see what the label says later. I digress. The only reason why I know what color it is because I remember. That's it. But this kind of, it looks really weird because it's got a funky coral undertone to it. But I figure if I pair those together, that I can get a lot of wear out of that. So that's my goal, is to ultimately use this, but this is its crutch. We're just going to call it what it is. These are 2 things that This is a real challenge to myself, I'll tell you that right now. This is a Super Shock Shadow by ColourPop. I got this from a friend of mine. This is Birthday Cake. You can see I put a little bit of a dent on one side. I love this color because this pairs perfectly with the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves. So you can't see what I'm doing. This has like a purple glitteriness to it, and it's such a fun little, like, pop it on the lid. I don't know why I'm trying to show you. I need to give up. It's got like a really fun just glitter to it. Glittery purple. Fuck it. You saw what it looked like. This is what I have on my eyes today. So anyway, I've never made it to the bottom of one of these, and I want to buy a bunch of these, and they just seem like such a fart to even try to store. I don't even know why I'm thinking about that. And I always think it's so interesting when people show and they're like, oh, it came broken. I'm like, isn't that like putty? Like, just shove that shit back in there. I don't even see how they come broken. But I'm going to challenge myself to actually, like, make a dent in that motherfucker. This is a Bite Beauty multi-stick. This is the color Cashew. I have Gelato is the other one I have. I just started playing with this last night because I found a 2-pack of these with glittery gloss at Marshall's, I want to say, for 25 bucks. So, and this is a full-size Bite, a multi-stick. So what I did is I used a blending brush, and I actually just blended this all over my eyelids underneath, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The Gelato shade is too much of that, like, lavender blue undertone. For my skin tone, it's going to make me look like I died. I literally died, and I'm still breathing somehow. So that's a no-go, but I really am going to challenge myself to do this. The reason why is I saw a video with Lola Liner, and she used Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the color Caffeine, a really, like, mahogany color. It looks like this. It looks like this. And she just used it on a brush, dry brushed it all around, and then that was it. And I've been genuinely obsessed with wanting to buy that dark brown eyeshadow primer just for that sole reason alone, and that's not a good enough reason. So that's what I'm going to do with that, and I plan to get a lot of use out of doing basic with that. These are setting powders. This is Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Setting Powder. I have quite a few setting powders, period. I have quite a few sample setting powders too. But on top of that, so baby steps. I have Pat's powder, I have Laura Mercier, I have the Stellar one. This is Flashback Mary like a motherfucker, but it's so good. It's such a good powder, and I'm not getting my picture taken, period. But this is a really good, it's just like Laura Mercier, it's very similar to Pat's powder, so I'm going to use this shit up. Because the simple fact, I need to use something if I plan on ever expanding anything. Like, if I want to go and get a setting powder, then I need to know in the back of my head, you've used a complete one, girl. You win today. This is Charlotte Tilbury. This is Face Crack. This is a, it's a #1 Fair. There's 3 different colors. This is kind of it's a setting powder. To me, it's kind of translucent. It's got some lighting to it. Like, it's like gonna kind of lift and lighten. It's got, I don't know, I'd say it's kind of a neutral color. It looks a little pinky, but in some lights it has just a neutral tone to it. I love this. I'm genuinely glad I bought this, and I will absolutely rebuy it when I run out of it, and so I look forward to gutting the hell out of this. In a good way. You saw the Laura Mercier bronzer. This is Bronze 03. Now, let me tell you, this has really kind of revamped my feelings about makeup. About 3 years, maybe 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, this isn't that old, this story is, I had somebody break into my car, or somebody went into my car in the driveway of my own house, and they were looking to steal something, and unfortunately my makeup bag was in my car. A lot of shit went missing, and it sucked, and I kind of just went through a little, like, lull of not wearing any makeup, and when I finally started getting some things back, I had Sephora points sitting in my account, and I got a 500 point whatever with Laura Mercier, and it had a little setting powder, which I've actually been completely through. That's where I let myself buy the big one, and it had this, and I threw this in the back of something for eons, and I just pulled it out midway through last year, maybe around May, and I've been obsessed with this shit. Again, it's baked. You can't really see the dome. It's starting to get a little flat on top, but it's kind of changed my mindset on how I feel about baked products. I just thought baked eyeshadows are just kind of a crock of shit. I kind of still feel do, but it makes me think differently about face products. I have a highlighter from MAC, kind of the original skin finishes that are mineralized. All their mineralized products are baked. But I love it so much. It's so amazing. It's such amazing quality. I have 2 things left, you guys. I'm going to shut the fuck up. I love Tarte blushes. I have a palette with 4 blushes in it. I have 2 small deluxe sample blushes. One of them is the Color Concept. Tarte, bring that shit back. This is a boring blush. This is the color Sensual. And I have it on today, and you can't tell because I'm filming on my crappy-ass Samsung phone. I love this. They're imprinted. They're really hard to get that pattern off, but man, I've been going at it since I got this. And I got this, I want to say, maybe in August of last year. So if I want to expand and buy any other of those naughty nude blushes, or blushes in general, I need to see if I'm willing to actually, like, get low on that booger. Last thing I'm going to show you, this is by Viseart. This is, thank God for magnets. This is the Ablaze face set. These came out, I want to say, spring of last year, maybe even the year before that. I love this. Holy hell, I love this. You hear this little whiner? Hold on. Give me 1 second. These are magnetic. They can come out, so I've put them in like travel palettes before. My focus here is these 2 though. So this is my second bronzer and then a highlighter. This highlighter, the most natural thing on the planet. It doesn't show texture. It just makes your skin look so healthy. I'm using it today. The bronzer, same thing. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it doesn't play off on your skin that way at all. It's such a healthy bronzer. I really want to get a lot of use out of these. I love this highlighter. It's very similar to my Natasha Denona highlighter that I actually did, which I need to keep working on. I'm savage for sitting this shit down. But these natural highlighters, this is just like a next level natural, but buildable to like insane blingity. And I love the bronzer too. So, that's it. I plan on using this shit up. This is all the makeup. By the time we get to the end of the year, fingers crossed, this shit's gone. My goal is, so today is the 6th, so February 6th, I'm going to make another video specifically about this with an update on these products specifically. And since it is the 6th, I want to kind of continue that first week of every month. We'll do an update on Project Pan and see if we can have some good celebrations by the end of the year. I hope you liked this. I hope it wasn't too drawn out and insane, excessive, and anything else that you can come up with. As per usual of any video that you watch, my little spiel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit all the keys on your keyboard. But thank you for watching, and please come back and see the next one. Thanks. Bye.